What's up, you guys? It is Simone, aka Money Mo here, and we are back. I know it's been a minute, but we are back with another Money Mo Media, and we're gonna be covering the WNBA postseason for y'all. Drop a bomb to that. Hey, where my tag? Yeah. Talking about off the bench like Brady.
Show us the tutorial since you know what the fuck you doing.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we had to come. I had to come at y'all hard with them tags because it's been a minute. It's been a minute, but we're back. And shout out to Kelly Flicks. He back too. Drop a bomb. Come on, put your tag. Where your tag at?
One of them. Oh yeah,
Yeah, come on now.
At least I got good flicks if they shake us down.
Yeah, so we here.
We got the clubhouse rules out the way.
No, yeah, let's get them clubhouse rules up there.
And I got out the way. Let's do it. Let's get into the playoffs.
We starting off spicy like that. Yeah, it's crunch time.
Well, you know the first team that didn't make it.
Here we go.
The LA Sparks.
And you know what? Since we're on here now, the last time we actually filmed, I think the Aces only had one L, right? How many they have now, Flicks? Since we do all this raw shit, she would have come at me crazy right now.
The number one season.
Okay, but just still.
Losses.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, so the last time you was talking, you was like, "Oh, we gotta go." What? He was a little too
I thought we wouldn't lose another game. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. I thought we wouldn't lose another one, but hey, it happens. It
happens to the best of us.
It's all about the playoffs. I think we've been focused on the playoffs for the past 2 months now. So,
right.
Yeah.
And then before we start, I want to give a shout out to the New York Liberty for winning the Commissioner's Cup. Good series. Drop a bomb for them, please.
That's pretty dope. That means something, right?
Yeah, for sure. Because for that Commissioner Cup, whatever charity or organization they were representing, they got the prize, like the donation prize. So that's really dope.
It's good for that group. We should find out which group that is, so we'll look it up.
Yeah, for sure. But y'all, we gotta give y'all a little taste of this playoffs, right? Let's look at you guys see the teams up here. You got your Las Vegas Aces. You have the New York Liberty. Who's 3? Connecticut. And you got Dallas at 4. 5. Who was at 5?
5 right now.
Atlanta, right?
Yep.
Atlanta, and then Minnesota at 6. Number 7 is the Mystics, and the last one today. We found out like about an hour or two before filming that Chicago clinched that last spot. So the playoffs is going to be pretty crazy. I'm excited for it.
Yeah. What teams are you so excited? I mean, I was excited to see if the Sparks would make it, and I was also wondering if Indiana would make a late push. They do have Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah.
Them make it kind of sucks. Not gonna lie.
They had a couple of spurts. Like I feel with Indiana, like that's I compare their organization to like a Sacramento Kings organization where it's like it's kind of like a rebuilding type of organization. They have a really good head coach. They have a lot of young talent, and I feel like they have to really lock in free agency, secure another big draft pick, and I feel like they'll be in the playoff mix soon. I give it like one more season because they look good. If they get if they probably need like probably 1 or 2 pieces from free agency and one solid draft pick that could hop right in. They talking.
All right, so let's get into it. Of the playoffs, which teams are your contenders?
Contenders meaning like in that quarterfinal type of vibe.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. I already know the Aces and the Liberty are going to be in that quarterfinal mix. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dallas.
Okay.
And I feel like that last spot is going to be between Atlanta and Connecticut for me.
No Minnesota.
They made a push. A lot of the teams I listed, they've been pretty solid and consistent throughout the season.
Mm-hmm.
They've been solid and consistent. But Minnesota's this surprising. I'm surprised they made it. Because the last time we was on here, remember in the beginning, they was 0-8. Yeah. And then Collier was cooking.
Right.
Diamond Miller started back playing because I guess she was hurt. Started putting up some good minutes, dropping some numbers, but they found a way because I feel like in the season, you have to find a way to get there. Everybody's going to either be tired, season's long, You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's about finding a way to win and coming together. And Minnesota did that. Kudos to them. Shout out to them. Can we get a bomb for them? Because they for sure heard me talking all that rah rah and was like, oh, we about to show you. And they showed me I got to give y'all the bomb because y'all doing it. Okay? Y'all doing it. But I noticed before this postseason run that the Liberty kind of exposed the Aces in a way to where, like, if teams were looking on how to beat them, and the best way to beat the Aces is you have to be stellar on defense. You have to be stellar on defense. You have to show on help, know who to switch off of, know how to hedge hard on certain players because the Aces have 5 to 6 solid scorers. So it's kind of like you have to pick your poison. You have to pick your poison. You know Asia Wilson's going to give you a good 15 points, 12 rebounds a game. You know Chelsea Gray could go off. Jackie Young could go off. Kelsey Plum could do some numbers too. She could do damage. So it's kind of like who are you? First of all, who are you going to stop? Who are you going to shut down? And you got to have to kind of contain everybody else, and you have to win the rebound battle. You have to win the rebound battle. Especially you can't let them win the old boards. You have to rebound and play defense. And I think the Liberty put on a clinic the last 2 matchups. What did you see in that?
Yeah. No, I'm sorry. That's always crazy. Back on Fig message. What did you say one more time?
For the I was basically just talking about how the Liberty put on a clinic
Defensively, right?
Yeah, and they kind of showed that the Aces can be beat. Don't get me wrong, that they're good, but they could be beat. And the way you beat them is by really locking in on defense. Because if you try to play the offense battle with them,
you can't. Like I get what you're saying. You can't really shoot it out with them. The Aces are kind of like a team that you have to show them that you can tame them.
Yeah,
they're almost like a wild beast. You know what I mean? You look at them, you can't really stop them. They have so many different options offensively. You go, damn, how can we match that? But if you don't match pressure with the Aces, you will get crushed. Yeah. So I get that when the Liberty played them the last 2 times. What it came down to is I think this Liberty team actually played good defense, but they also came out and decided we're going to outscore the Aces. And that's what a lot of teams have been scared to do or have had the firepower to actually do it.
Yeah, and you have to attack them. And it's so scared to attack it's a scary thing to attack the Aces because they have shot blockers. But the best way to match up with the shot blocker is going at them, right? Because they can't block everything. Everything's not going to be a block. And you seen that. And then with Asia Wilson, you kind of have, it's kind of like you don't want her in there because she's a shot blocker. So when she was guarding Breonna Stewart, what they do, they pulled her out, make her play. Which I'm not gonna lie, like her perimeter defense has improved, but Breonna Stewart has the upper hand on that because she's more comfortable playing that inside out. But I'm really excited. I'm really excited for this playoff run. I think Connecticut will make a good run too. Connecticut is a solid traditional.
Like the OGs, the Dewana Bonners and everything. I was trying to find the playoff schedule because if 6 and 3 play against each other, you were saying that the conferences play against each other. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of the playoffs dynamic for the W these past couple of years has been really inconsistent. I think it's more so like a bracket play. I feel like. But then they also have like conferences, so like I don't really know how that's gonna work. And speaking of the playoff schedule, why did I look online and it said the playoffs started September 13th? Like that's the middle of the week. How come the NBA they get to start theirs on the weekend where everybody at home and they can sit and watch? I don't like that.
Right. So here's our series. Well, I guess is the NBA season, the WNBA season over?
Almost over. So we're in playoffs right now.
Yeah. So Wednesday it'll start, but the Sparks will have a game against the Storm. A couple other teams have games. But on Wednesday, September 13th, Connecticut's going to play a game, and Aces are also going to play a game. Okay. They're both TBD right now, so I guess the standings have to be settled. But the Sun and the Aces will play on Wednesday.
Okay. So I feel like when they do the standings, we for sure got to come back and break that down. But we have to just let y'all know the teams that made the 8 teams that made it. And then I feel like I had to come here and show face. Like, it's been a minute since y'all seen me. Like, oh my God, like I thought y'all forgot about me. Can you play my tag? Thought they forgot about me.
Where them drops, huh?
Yeah, you know I gotta ask for it. Yeah, like I thought y'all forgot about me. Like I said, school been getting the best of me. I went on vacation and my back to school drive was successful. Handed out 216 backpacks to children in the LA area, okay? So that's what I was doing when I was going. I wasn't just relaxing.
Right. So playoffs. Talk about the big dogs. Any dark horses in the playoffs? There's one team that you think can make a run. Other than the Aces and Liberty, who would it be?
Dallas.
That's right.
Dallas. And honestly, Atlanta. But I have a feeling that Dallas and Atlanta are going to match up against each other.
Mm-hmm.
I have a feeling they are, but Dallas can really go because, you know, Erika, Satu. I love them. I love that 1-2 combo from Dallas. I love it because it's young. They're both aggressive. Like, they do a little bit of everything. Like, how can you not watching them play? And it's fun, and it's more of like an international style of basketball as far as like how they run their sets, how it's kind of like spread out, how like Erika could create, Satu can create, and Satu does a little bit of everything. And speaking of that, if she does not get MIP this season, WNBA, I'm coming for you. And here's another sidebar. If Jordan Canada does not get Defensive Player of the Year, I'm coming for you at the W, because let's be for real. Jordan Canada was locking up. Shout out to Jordan, the hometown hero, man. Got the record in assists for a single season, and she be locking up on defense. Has so many steals. So like I feel like I'd get that out there. Like Satu for MIP, Most Improved. Jordan Canada, my Defensive Player of the Year. Final answer. I'm sticking with it. I said what I said.
That's some real ballers, man. Jordan was asked to do a lot this season, given the fact that their roster was so depleted with injuries. Really got to see her go up against some of the top players in W week in and week out. And they ended up only making it one game out of the playoffs. So I'm with you with that vote. Look at this Chicago team, right? Chicago beats out the Sparks to make it into the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Chicago, can they really make a push? They did lose their GM and coach mid-season, but they found a way to make the playoffs.
Hey, at this point in the season, if they found a way to make that last spot, I think they could make a push. But in order for them to make the push, Courtney Williams, Kalia Copper, and Mayberry, they have to be consistent. Courtney Williams has to be aggressive, be present on the defensive end and as well as the offensive end. Copper just need to be her. Like, get in that bag. If she sees somebody she could take off one dribble, cook. She need to cook. Mayberry need to catch and shoot, be ready to let that thing fly, because she is the best shooter on that team. And I expect her to have a minimum of 10 shot attempts a game. Minimum. Because if you're a shooter and you shooting less than 10 shots, why are you on the floor? If you're a shooter and you're shooting only 10 shots, think about it. It's 4 quarters. I mean, you only taking 2 shots a quarter. Like, she needs to take at least, I feel like 10 is too, no, like she needs to take a minimum of 12 shot attempts. That's minimum. So in order for them to really make a run, those 3 have to really be on point. They have to really be on point.
And you mentioned Dana Evans in that. Was that Dana Evans in that 3?
She's the sleeper. She's the sleeper
her.
out that.
She plays some great defense.
Great defense. She changes the tempo. She brings that little burst of energy that point guard could bring, and she could lock up on them itty bitty guards too. You know what? My apologies. Like, Dana Evans is really one of them ones, but she will be that. I feel like for that guard core, she will be the X factor, because we seen what Kalia Copper could do. We seen what Mayberry could do. We seen what Courtney Williams could do. And those 3 have to be consistent in order for them to win. But if they really want to make a push, if they really want to make a run, Dana Evans needs big numbers. Big numbers. So, yeah, that's how I feel about Chicago.
Our last playoff the Washington Mystics. They really fell from the early half of this season, back down to 7 in the playoff seedings. Washington, will they win any games in this playoff series that they
I feel like they'll get knocked out the first round. They had and then Christy Tolliver's out with an injury. Ain't no way they was in the top 4 and they're down and they were number 7. Come on. They was almost out. They almost lost their way out the playoffs. Like, I know they lost to the Sparks. They lost to a couple of teams where it was like where it's like, from paper, easy W's, But yeah, just looking at how they dropped throughout the season is scary. I feel like they might be getting knocked out the first round.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah.
Tough. All right, so we got through all the playoffs. Let's talk about MVP race.
Okay, you guys. Last time you see my MVP ladder, it looked a little different. There was some names on there that, that y'all was like, why she's saying that? And I don't know why y'all be trying to come at me crazy like that. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. I had the highlight tapes to back up what I was saying. But now it's getting heavy. It's 8 teams left. My list a little different.
Give it 1 second before we do the list. Let's give it 1 second. What is
Okay, we're good.
Yeah, we're all good. Let's do it. Back into it.
Okay.
MVP list.
The MVP list, you guys. Look. It's a little different. It's 2 names on there you already know. Y'all be talking about I'll be riding that coattail. I don't care. It's my segment. I can do whatever I want. The numbers back it up. But, I had to add Alyssa Thomas in there. I had to.
It's different.
It ain't different. It's different, but it's not different. Like, I had to really sit there and watch some games because, I try to catch a game when I can, but it's crazy how she has this certain style of play where it's like, where she's going to go and she still scores. She's strong, gets to the basket like cone drill, drops dimes. She basically put this team on her back after they lost their head coach. They have to, quote unquote, have to find a new identity, and they still find a way to be true to who they are. They play hard-nosed defense. They play hard on offense. You're not going to find no player that is a slasher shooting step-back threes. Everybody plays their part and knows their role, and she is the huge key to that because they easily could have fell off losing their head coach who had a successful run with them. So she's valuable. You can't knock that value.
More valuable than Arika Ogumawale?
Look at the teams. Let's look at the teams, right? Arika Ogumawale is cold. I am not saying that. But we have to look at the numbers and the runs. We have to look at the numbers and the runs. Like, Alyssa Thomas is putting up quadruple doubles. She's putting up triple doubles. Like, she's making the players around her better, too. Like, her points matches up with assists. She's rebounding the ball, too. She plays defense. She does a little bit of everything. Arika Ogumawale does a little bit of everything, too, but she's more dominant on offense. So I think that's the only edge between those two. But Arika Ogumawale, she for sure has potential to be MVP, and I feel like for her to really steal that MVP race, she would have to have a super crazy playoff run where she dropping 30 a game. Like, she would have to drop 30 a game. But yeah, and Asia Wilson, you guys seen the numbers. She had a couple of 50 balls. Oh my God. She had a couple of 50 balls. Like, come on now. Like, y'all already know what she can do because y'all done seen the highlights from the previous content. And y'all already know my girl Brianna Stewie. Stewie gonna give you Stewie. So like I said, those is the 3 on my MVP ladder. And if y'all don't like it, I don't care. This is my segment. Whatever I say, go. If y'all got a opinion, if y'all feel like y'all need to talk to me, go argue with your mama, not me. Because I said what I said. Whatever I say, go on here. Have my tag?
All right, MVP.
Wait. Have my tag?
I got you.
I'm sorry.
MVP to the drip awards. We got these drip awards coming up next, man. Ready for the drip awards?
Oh yeah.
Ain't no spiteful, I'm just T. Can't hate a bitch for free. Talking, I'm off the.
Oh yeah. I was gonna do some fits for y'all, but I'm like, nah, like it's postseason. I gotta.
It's like a month worth of fits.
Yeah, it's too much. I don't want to overstimulate y'all like that. So we just gonna do my all drip team, okay? So the first team all drip. We got Asia Wilson. We got Rika Gumawale. Dana Evans. The Abumake sisters.
Oh,
And Brianna Stewart. That's first team.
that's a tough list.
It's tough because y'all was putting it on, and I'm gonna be DMing y'all because I'm gonna need y'all to send me the link for some of them fits. Shout out to the stylists, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be stingy. Send me some of them pieces, you know what I'm saying? Send me some of them pieces. But then I have a second team, all drip. Okay, I got Jordan Canada. I got Satu Sabali. I got Dejanay Carrington. I got Sid Colson and Kelsey Plum.
It's not bad.
I know it's not bad because I know some good drip when I see it.
It's not, no, you're right. It's not bad at all. I like it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Sydney Colson probably would be the one person you look at and go, how'd she make it there? So what was Sid you like? She brought a lot of good fits, and I mean she was in New York. She's in New York at the same time as Brianna Stewart, am I right? Or is she?
No, she was with the she's with the Aces.
Oh, she's with the Aces now. Okay.
Yeah, she's with the Aces. So like her fits, you know, she might not be on the floor that much for real, but she's hilarious. She a dope teammate. But she be throwing them fits on. Like, I like the contrast that she had with, like, the graphic tees, the leather pants, the shoe game go crazy, her hat game go crazy, and it's like, she be putting it on. Like, if you don't like it, you a hater. You a hater because she be putting it on. Like, maybe next episode I'll have a little honorable mention for y'all because I feel like y'all gonna give me a hard time in these comments. And it's like, I can only see what the WNBA posts, the WNBA League Fits post, and I feel like a lot of the content people on these teams, they don't be posting a lot of their fits. Some of them be having some fire fits, and then it's like they be missing them coming out, walking through the tunnel. But next, I feel like next show I'll have an honorable mention. I feel like the honorable mention, everybody gonna be like, whoa, like I didn't see that one coming, so I'm not gonna hit y'all with that one this episode.
Easy.
I'm not gonna do that.
Playoff reveal, went through the MVP, went through the all drip. Anything else, Simone?
That's about it. We just gonna really wait and see what these standings look like, and I could really break it down to you because when I see the standings and how it's gonna be matched up, then I'll have a better analysis on how these games are gonna go, and I could give y'all predictions. And maybe we could have Juice come in. We could do these little plays. Do these plays so y'all can see I can get a little bag too. Come on now. Yeah. But we're done. I just had to come and show face because I know it's been a minute since y'all see me. You know, I had to let y'all know that I'm alive and I'm well. And yeah, that's why I'm here. I just had to let y'all know what's going on because I'm like, y'all probably like, dang, like where'd she go? Like the season's going. She not telling us nothing about these games. Like, look, I'm here. I'm here for the postseason. I'm here. All right, keep calm.
All right, man. Stay tuned for the next episode. It's the MMM. What episode is this? Shit, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9?
I don't even know. But before y'all go though, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. How many subscribers we got right now?
We up to 327.
Come on now, like I needed to get up to 350 by next week. Like, talk to me nice. All right, we out.